Welcome to another exciting episode of Tent City Diaries. Episode 17, Ensign Road and Death Threats in the Jungle. Ongo.
There are three sides to every story. Mine, yours, and the truth.
You don't understand. I could have had class. I could have been a contender.
It all started when some idiot texted me this threat, talking like an old gangster from a black and white movie. We're gonna put you on ice. And it got me to thinking.
Are you gonna bark all day, little doggy? Or are you gonna bite?
It's probably not a great idea to send people threatening texts through social media when they can be traced right back to your accounts. Evidently, he used his actual name because I found several Facebook accounts that all looks like the same guy. He bills himself as a Jesus freak that loves to play with knives.
I'm gonna bring the whole fucking diseased, corrupt temple down on your head. It's gonna be biblical.
And it looks like Dave lives in Elma and works at a Christian fellowship and maybe for T-Mobile. Well, the message he sent me wasn't very Christian. I don't know what Jesus would do, Dave, but he probably wouldn't threaten to kill me for making a YouTube video. That doesn't seem very Christian. I don't know. Hypocrite much? Here's a whole bunch of good pictures of Dave.
I am gonna send you to a deep, dark place, and I am gonna have fun doing it.
I'll send you straight to hell, fucker!
I'll rip out your eyes and piss on your brain.
And he looks like something out of a sideshow carnival. Alright, Dave, I pretty much got you dead to rights. Looks like this warrior for God also likes to rep for weapons.
Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns.
And if you come near my family again, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
This must be what he does at T-Mobile. He's probably a dishwasher. Yeah, you look like a dishwasher. A pretty good dossier on Davy Boy.
You flash your piece out on the lanes, I'll take it away from you and stick it up your ass and pull the fucking trigger till it goes click.
And I'll forget your grandmother was so nice to me. I'll cut your fucking nuts off. You understand that?
Thanks, dummy. The place that he claims to work or live or do a lot of stuff at, I bet if I was trying to track old Dave down, have a talk with him, this is where I could find him.
Game over.
You tell him I'm coming! Tell him I'm fucking coming!
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
I never lie to any man, because I don't fear anyone. The only time you lie is when you're afraid.
And this was because I dared to go film inside the jungle.
You know what time it is? Welcome to the jungle! Let's go take a look-see. I've been hearing about this jungle. I want to see what it looks like from the inside.
Why is it that everywhere we go nowadays, downtown, Tent City, Wheeler Avenue, the jungle, there's garbage and shit everywhere?
Well, some things never change.
Don't let your tongue be your worst enemy.
So I returned to the jungle. And they don't call it the jungle for nothing. I'm torn because I like the fact they have a flag, but I feel like it was taken from someone's house. This is a protected environmental wetland. And look at this. Throughout the jungle, they built tree stands as lookout perches for tweakers that can stay up all night and confront anybody who doesn't belong. And then there's Ensign Road.
Absolutely comes down to the fact that we absolutely cannot be here. Then all we ask in exchange is help us find somewhere else that we can legally be at. Even if it's like they did with the Plum Street Village and they buy a small little property for people to park their RVs in. It's like, or just even an unused parking lot somewhere. This place isn't like a business anymore, so we own the property, so let's move them out there. We're okay with that. We just want somewhere where we know we're not gonna have to worry every day about whether somebody's gonna come down and tell us we gotta move or not.
We've got, so the 27th is the date for folks to clear out of here. And that time, so we've set up today as being a day for our social services to come out. Right now we started with a familiar face and
Gregg Zart here on Ensen Road in, not sure if it's Lacey or Olympia, it's kind of in that netherworld in between, but this was the latest sort of tent city camp, comprised almost entirely of vehicles in this case. Not a lot of tents, this is all RVs and cars and things without engines or wheels and drug dealers and drug users. You know how it works. So the city finally has stepped up and said you got to go because ambulances were actually having to divert around this whole clusterfuck in order to get to the emergency room. So you gotta go, and eviction day is coming up in a few days. We just wanted to show some of the stragglers.
But I can't go anywhere without people stalking me. Like, I'm filming you, filming me, filming you. It's like one of those mirrors in a fun house or something.
I have that same shoulder thing too.
It's pretty sweet, isn't it? Well, I finally got my interview.
All right, we're here with
Trivy Nelson.
And how long have you been staying here?
I've been here since April 3rd, since Washington State Patrol told me over here.
Oh.
Been waiting for medical assistance since coronavirus virus. Haven't been able to get into treatment. I got an infection in my nutsack, in my feet, my hands, my ankles, my armpits. I'm still waiting. I got November 19th. I have an appointment with the doctor. But I have to move from here on the 27th, so it's going to make it even harder because I have to go further away to get to the doctor.
So I understand the city's evicted everybody here. Did they provide for any sort of alternative solutions to what you would do next?
No. We've given them solutions. They have a vacant RV park in Lacey. They have one also downtown Olympia by the port that owns it. And then also they have the old, what do they call that, the hotel that burned down on Plum Street there that they could renovate into a RV park type situation. I recommended that most of the problem right now is heroin. Anybody from the fire hydrant that way is stuck on heroin, therefore they need a heroin treatment center here. You know, instead of people going to methamphetamines and doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing.
Are there, Is everybody here because the jungle's across the street? Is this sort of connected to like the whole network, the community?
No, the jungle is compared to us, the middle class, lower class, I should say. Actually, we're considered the middle class.
Yeah.
There's different styles of homelessness, but yeah. So there's difference between the different classes. You got the jungle, which is, you know, the lower class. They'll steal everything they can, and that's what mostly happened with some of us here. People are stealing our batteries, stealing our
Your
gas.
vehicles are being broken into or things?
Vandalized. I've had a bomb thrown at the side of my vehicle, which I have gunpowder residue all over it, and the police don't do nothing. Now, if they want to sit there and say that there's a medical issue, they had a lady OD one time out here on heroin, and it took them 10 minutes to run around the block and come back. Why? She ended up dead because they took too long.
Well, yeah, they took too long because all you damn campers are creating a hazardous situation in the road, so ambulance drivers are having to go the long way and minutes count. Yeah, that's why she died. You're making the case for your own eviction. Time for the middle class to move that ass.
Well, now go away or I shall taunt you a second time.
Don't push it. Don't push it, I'll give you a war you won't believe. Let it go. Let it go.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to fucking amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
That was terrible. How about welcome to the jungle? We've got fun and games.
I like to be myself. Misery loves company.